Yeah, I don't remember her husband at all. I remember her and all those kids. Boys. Mostly boys, wasn't it?
God, I can't remember what they did. I don't think they had it.
I don't know what they did either. Don't you remember she'd come to town with that big gunny sack, like big old sack?
They were on relief, if there was such a thing or whatever.
I don't know.
I don't even remember if they had a car. They must have had some kind of a car
They
to
must
get
have,
to
'cause they
town.
lived quite a ways out. Well, what time is it?
Just a second.
2:38.
Well, I don't know.
You're missing
Oh,
Ariana's.
God, I forgot about
No,
that.
it's not two, it's not two yet.
2:38.
You're shitting me.
No.
1:38.
Well, why does my clock say 2:38?
I don't know. It's 1:38.
Hell.
Here, it was Ken Fernan.
What?
Ken Fernan, 1969. Fred Zemina.
Oh, you're talking about the
Right.
murder? Oh,
Yeah. Let's see.
Ken Fernan.
Fred Zemina, he said. Fred.
Killed Ken Fernan.
I don't know what her name was.
Who?
Hmm?
Whose name?
Zemina.
Oh. You did. Mrs. Eminem, that's all I know. I used to be afraid of her. She really scared me.
What?
When I was young, I was scared of her.
Who was that old lady?
Yeah.
Why?
Don't you remember her?
No.
No. Because she'd wear a dress, put it onto the floor.
Zemina?
Yeah, black skirt right on the floor. She walked all bent over, and she was always carrying this great big bag, and she had her head wrapped up in something, and like, a scarf or a big
Where's
tight
all my
one, and she was
rubber bands I had here?
dragging that
All right.
bag. And I used to think, what has she got in that bag? And I just thought she was some kind of a witch when I was little.
She sounded like some kind of a witch.
Well, that's what it looked like. Poor old lady. She had a thing
Yeah.
in her name.
They lived over there by Saddlemeyer's.
Huh.
And the carnival came to town one time, and Dorothy Alan and Faye's were there, and they had Dorothy and Sally with them. And Sally went out and got in with those Zemina boys. And they were on the rides together, and they went up in the Ferris wheel, and Dad and Tom saw it. I remember that.
I've heard about that story too.
Told Dorothy, go get your sister off there. She's not running with a very good crowd. Sally was having a great time.
We better get going.
Well, yeah, it was, Fred Zemina that killed Ken Fernan.
Who was Ken
Oh.
Fernan?
Oh, yeah,
I
killed
can't
the
remember
Fernan.
him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mike?
Well, I remember this happening.
What did Ken Fernan do?
I can't remember what he did. He was a rancher.
Oh. And why did he kill him?
Hmm?
What happened? I was gone then. I guess I was down in Denver or something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember it.
Oh, they got in a scuffle.
Give me that blue bag.
And Ken Fern got shot. But and I also remember that story about somebody dying out there and then they didn't find them for a long time and
Well, I
they
think
were half
that's
eaten
after
up.
both the old man and the old lady were gone or something. There was just one of the boys or something left out there. One of them was, I think Elder drafted one of them, or took him, well, she talked about him and said he, I don't know, I don't remember anymore.
Oh, yeah.
He seemed that old when I was 19. Jeez.
Who are you looking at?
No, it's Mike and Grandpa Sanderson and Grandma Sanderson peeking out the front door.
At Grandma and Grandpa's house. In the little gray house in Mission across from yours.
Yeah.
I said, Grandpa looked like he was that age when I was a little kid like that.
Mm-hmm.
What about these?
Now, that's what place?
It's at Grandma and Grandpa's house across the street from yours in Mission. It's right out, there's the front porch and there's Grandma peeking out the front door.
Remy? Or Remy, I mean Harriet.
Yes, yes.
Well, that's a card table.
Yeah, they got a card table out in the front yard. For some reason.
I think that was on our birthday. Because we had the same birthday.
That's right.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And I think I was 2. What would that have made him? If that was like
Well, in
57,
90, he was born in 90,
then he'd been 65.
92, was he?
Yep. He'd have been 65.
Yep, 65.
Yeah, this was the side of the house. There was a front window where the
Yeah, the big picture
bush
window
was
over
always underneath there, and
Can you see Grandma looking out the
Yeah.
door?
yeah.
And they had big concrete steps and they didn't even have any handles to go up with.
Yeah, I was just thinking this morning about Grandpa all the time sitting in that hard wooden chair there beside the stove.
Yep.
Sit there and stare out the picture window all day. I went in one time and was sitting in that rocking chair that Grandma always sat in. It was right across from the chair that Grandpa sat in. And I was sitting there and his cane was, he'd set his cane down and it was leaning up against the buffet or something there. And I picked up that cane and I was sitting in that rocking chair and he was just sitting there like he always did, you know, just. And I picked up that cane and I was just fooling around with just doing stuff like, you know, spinning and just stuff like that. And he'd look over and look at it and then he'd look away. And he'd look again and then he'd look away. I just saw his eyes darting back and forth and I knew that he was starting to get irritated.
Bugging him.
Just because I was just, you know, like, just spinning his cane in my hand. I mean, I wasn't doing anything, but I was fooling with his cane. His eyes kept going back and then he'd pull his eyes away like he was trying not to think about it. Finally he says, "Give me that goddamn thing." Quit messing around with that.
I remember when he got to where he didn't remember people. When you walked up to him in the car or something one day and he said, "Who are you?" You said, "Well, I'm your grandson." I don't know.
Well, it was,
But he didn't remember, but when he was in the hospital and in Valentine and I was down there and I went in, I was kind of jigging a little when I come through the door or something. He said, "Oh," he said, "I used to like to dance. I guess You must know me, 'cause you must know I used to like to dance too. But he'd say, I don't know who you are, but I know you're somebody I love, but I can't tell you
Yeah.
what your name is. I said, well, I'm your daughter. I used to be your little girl. Well, I don't remember people anymore, he'd say.
It's
And
terrible.
he said, I know I'm gonna die, but I don't know just when.
Mhm.
And it was, and then Roger was working co-op, and after he got off work, he went down that day and was there, and he passed away, and Roger went, I said, I went in and I said, well, the nurse went in and she came out and she said, he's gone. And Roger and I walked in. Roger closed his eyes. They were not closed.
Do you remember?
Two.
Do you remember when he was buying furs all the time?
Well, he didn't buy those, he caught them. Those dogs caught them. And that one winter, they talk about trapping all winter. He had traps set, and he'd go out and catch skunk. Mostly skunk, I think. And taught Mom how to skin them, and she'd skin them and stretch them and hang them like that. But
What do you want to skin a
these
skunk
are
for?
coyotes.
To sell the fur.
People
Sell
want
the
skunk fur?
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't it stink?
People get coat collars, ladies get coats with fur collars.
How old were you then?
Well, I don't have any idea, I don't remember none of this. I don't know where this would be. This might have been Valentine, or it might have been Gordon, or what is that? That's a mule, isn't it?
Yeah, but this was after, he's a little older there than when you were tiny.
Well, that's probably a beaver.
Yes, it is, but I'm just asking you how old you were.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't remember anything like this.
You remember the dogs?
No. I remember he had hounds after I was in school. He'd be, well, God, when we lived in Valentine, he didn't have any.
Well, I mean, for instance, this
Well,
picture.
we lived in Valentine.
This picture. You said you remembered that.
I remember the picture, but I
Oh.
don't remember being there. I don't know where that was taken. They teased Art. They always teased him about riding a donkey, or a jackass. They always said, you always rode a jackass.
And he's got one of those same headstalls on that jackass with those conchos on it.
He didn't like it, but that's all he had to ride or something, I don't know. But they tease him about it and he'd get mad. Poor Art, he never had much chance.
No.
Is that Grandpa's brother?
Well, Ed was even worse.
He had a girlfriend once,
He did.
and his sisters just had fits. And I can't remember her name anymore, but I did remember, and she was kind of a nice gal, and we thought,
Some of his sisters were kind of boobs.
Kind of what?
well,
boobs.
Grandpa made them work. They all had to work in fields, and they had to do heavy work.
Ellen and Ines, and they always thought that.
There was 8 in the family, 4 boys and 4 girls.
Mhm.
But I don't know anything about these. I might have been a year or 2 old when these things were taken, but it was nothing I ever saw.
All right.
You never saw him trapping or nothing?
No.
Okay, we'll catch up to you guys later.
Well, where are you going?
Ariana Singh.
Okay, wait.